The Journey of Emma. Building Self-Confidence. Once upon a time, in a bustling city called Riverton, there lived a young woman named Emma. She was in her mid-20s with curly brown hair that she often hid under a hood and eyes that sparkled with untapped potential. Emma worked as a junior graphic designer at a small creative agency, but despite her talent, she struggled with crippling self-doubt. Every time she had to present her ideas in team meetings, her voice would tremble, her palms would sweat, and she'd convince herself that her work wasn't good enough. "Who am I to speak up?" she'd think. "Everyone else is so much better." Emma's lack of confidence stemmed from her childhood. Growing up in a family where her older siblings excelled in academics and sports, she always felt overshadowed. Her parents, though loving, often compared her to them, saying things like, "Why can't you be more like your brother?" This planted seeds of insecurity that grew into a thick forest of self-doubt by adulthood. She avoided social gatherings, turned down promotions, and even hesitated to share her artwork online, fearing criticism. One rainy afternoon, while scrolling through her phone in a cozy cafe, Emma stumbled upon an old quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." It struck her like a bolt of lightning. For the first time, she realized that her confidence wasn't something she was born without. It was something she could build. Inspired, she decided to embark on a journey to develop self-confidence. Little did she know, this path would transform her life. Step 1. Acknowledging the problem and setting small goals. Emma started by journaling. Every evening she sat at her cluttered desk, lit a vanilla-scented candle, and wrote down her fears. "I fear rejection," she noted. "I fear failure." But then she flipped the script. What if I succeed? What if my ideas are valued? This simple act of self-reflection helped her acknowledge that her insecurities were holding her back. To build momentum, Emma set small, achievable goals. Instead of aiming to lead a big presentation right away, she began by speaking up in casual conversations. At work, during lunch breaks, she'd share a fun fact or compliment a colleague's design. Her first goal was to contribute one idea per meeting without overthinking it. The first time she did it, suggesting a color palette for a client project, her heart raced, but no one laughed or dismissed her. In fact, her boss nodded approvingly. That tiny win felt like a giant leap. Step 2. Embracing self-care and positive affirmations. Emma learned that self-confidence thrives on a foundation of self-care. She revamped her routine. Mornings started with a 20-minute walk in the park, breathing in the fresh air and listening to uplifting podcasts about personal growth. She ate healthier meals, like colorful salads and smoothies, and made time for hobbies she loved, such as sketching whimsical characters in her notebook. To combat negative self-talk, Emma adopted positive affirmations. She stuck notes on her mirror. "I am capable. My voice matters. I am worthy of success." At first, it felt silly, like talking to a stranger, but repeating them daily rewired her mindset. Whenever doubt crept in, she'd pause, take a deep breath, and recite one aloud. Over weeks, these words became her armor. Step 3. Seeking knowledge and stepping out of the comfort zone. Curious to learn more, Emma enrolled in an online course on public speaking. The modules taught techniques like maintaining eye contact, using gestures, and structuring thoughts clearly. She practiced in front of her mirror, then recorded herself on her phone, critiquing gently without harsh judgment. Pushing further, Emma joined a local Toastmasters club, a group where people practiced speaking in a supportive environment. Her first speech was about her favorite childhood book, and though her knees shook, the applause at the end was genuine. "You have a natural storytelling gift," one member said. These experiences showed her that stepping out of her comfort zone wasn't about perfection. It was about progress. She also sought mentors. At work, she approached her senior designer, Mia, for advice. "How do you stay so confident?" Emma asked. Mia shared her own struggles and tips. Fake it till you make it, but back it with preparation. Their weekly coffee chats became a source of encouragement, reminding Emma she wasn't alone. Step 4. Facing failures and celebrating wins. Not everything went smoothly. During a client pitch, Emma's design concept was rejected. The criticism stung, and old doubts resurfaced. "See? You're not good enough," her inner voice whispered. But instead of retreating, she analyzed what went wrong. The colors didn't align with the brand's vibe. She revised it overnight and resubmitted. To her surprise, the client loved the new version. This taught her that failure wasn't fatal. It was feedback. Emma started celebrating small victories. After each successful meeting, she'd treat herself to her favorite ice cream or a new sketchbook. She created a win jar, filling it with notes of accomplishments like "spoke up today" or "shared my art on Instagram." Reading them on tough days boosted her morale. The climax, a defining moment. Months later, the agency landed a major project for a national brand. Emma's team needed someone to present the final concepts. Her boss, noticing her growth, asked her to lead it. Panic set in, but Emma remembered her journey. She prepared meticulously, rehearsing the pitch, visualizing success, and affirming her strengths. On presentation day, in a sleek conference room filled with executives, Emma stood tall. Her voice was steady as she unveiled her designs, vibrant, innovative visuals that captured the brand's essence. Questions came, and she answered confidently, drawing on her knowledge. When it ended with applause and a signed contract, Emma felt a surge of pride. She had done it. The resolution: a confident new beginning. From that day, Emma's life blossomed. She got promoted to senior designer, started a side hustle selling her artwork online, and even spoke at a local design conference. Her relationships improved, too. She made new friends and reconnected with family, sharing her story to inspire her siblings' children. Emma's journey taught her that self-confidence isn't a destination. It's a muscle built through consistent effort. By acknowledging her fears, practicing self-care, seeking growth, facing failures, and celebrating wins, she transformed from a shy dreamer into a bold creator.